Ampofo Apia is the State Housing Company's MD. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, my brother.
So, Kwabena Ampofo Apia, also known as Virus, just wanted to have an understanding quickly. What is the role of the housing company, the State Housing Company, in the project that the President launched today?
Thank you so much, and good evening to your listeners. So, State Housing Company's role is as a developer for this project. So we are just coming in to build and also to sell to the public.
So you are a partner, not the driver of the project.
No, we are one of the 7 developers that are building on that site.
What is government seeking to do?
So what government is doing for us as developers is to provide us with the horizontal infrastructure, talking about roads and electricity, water to the site. And also the government also provided the land for the developers at no cost. So by doing that, we are able to reduce our cost of construction significantly, thereby translating into lower sales prices for the general public. So the government is subsidizing housing by just providing us with the land and then in the infrastructure. So we come in, we raise our own funding to build and then sell to the general public at a price determined by the government.
And you are all going to sell it at the same price that government will determine?
Yes.
And you said you are 7 different entities?
Yes. It's State Housing as the government side developer and 6 other private entities that are also involved.
Government is not going to give you any money for this purpose?
No. This is coming at no cost to the government.
Is government giving you land?
Yes, the government is giving us land. The government is taking care of the infrastructure. That is the roads and also electricity and water to the site.
So government has some commitment and then it's making?
Yes, so that is all that the government is doing, the land and also the infrastructure cost.
But land in Pokwasi is expensive. Do you know, and I'm not sure you're the ones to be answering these questions, but let me ask, just as in case maybe you have been told by the minister responsible or the government, how much in monetary terms is the government committing by giving that land to these 6 or 7 companies to do the work that it wants to be done?
I would rather you tee up that question to the ministry, but for the purposes of State Housing and also for the developers, I mean, we are looking for a place to provide housing that is affordable, and one component of housing that makes housing very expensive, especially in the Greater Accra region, is land. So with the government providing land at a place like Pokwasi, where, like you said, I mean, is very sought after for ordinary Ghanaians to be able to own homes there, it invariably translates into the homes that we are building there coming without the land cost. So the ultimate beneficiary at this time would be the ultimate owners, which are the civil servants, the government workers, the doctors, the nurses who would be living there.
What's the total number of housing units that are going to be put up there?
At completion, it will be about 8,000.
8,000 houses?
Yes.
How many bedrooms if someone wanted to own a place? And are they going to be individual blocks or apartments that house many people?
So it's all apartment blocks. It's all high-rise apartment blocks. And we are doing studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom apartments.
I see. How much are you going to sell it for to the public?
So the current cap on the sale price for a studio is about 160,000. And the 3-bedroom...
So, hold on a second. So 160,000 cedis?
Cedis, yes.
For a studio?
Yes, for a studio. And that's a 1-bedroom studio flat. And then the 2-bedroom is about 250,000 cedis. And the 3-bedroom is about 350,000 cedis. And
if someone wanted to get one, do they have to go for it now, or you'd have to finish building before people come to buy?
We already have people a lot of the unions, the teacher unions, nurses unions, have already signed up to it. So yes, sales have begun, and if people are interested in it, they can reach out to us at State Housing, and then we'll be able to give them that. The caveat, though, is that there are other terms and conditions attached to it. For example, you cannot buy more than one, and then you cannot resell within a specific period of time. So this is factored in to avoid straw buying, and also, it going to people who don't really need them in terms of investors and etc. So we are very, very strict with that. So if you're interested in it, today you can give us a call. You can come to our office at State House, and we'll be more than happy to start the process with you.
I see. Now, you have a timeline by which you are completing these?
Yes, it is expected that within 14 to 18 months will be done.
Now, government gives you land and also gives you a price, but it's not going to buy cement for you. The price of cement keeps changing every day. The price of iron rods, a ton of iron rod is so expensive now, and yet you are supposed to stay at a fixed price. It means government is actually asking you to run at a loss. You are a business. Are you sure that you can stick to government's proposed market price, considering what the Citi is doing with the dollar?
So this is a discussion that has been ongoing for over a year now. There have been a lot of back and forth engagements with us and the Ministry of Finance and all the stakeholders that are part of this. So a lot have been factored in terms of arriving at the current price that we are selling it for, and we are confident that within the time that we have to build, we would be within that bulk price.
So even if the prices of goods go up, you are assuring us tonight that the prices that you've mentioned tonight are the prices that you are going to stick to, even if it is in 2 years from now.
Well, there's several factors that you take into consideration when you're doing pricing, and inflation, depreciation, etc. is all part of it. Yes, there could be some extenuating circumstances that might happen that is unforeseen, that might just put it outside the curve. That at that time we'll have that conversation. But all things being equal, we should be fine.
Are you quoting the price in dollars or in cedis? Because the sector minister has been quoted on another network as saying that the studio is going for $20,000. Which currency are you using to peg this price? Because again, of the inflation matters. Yes,
we are pricing it in cedis. That's what I gave you. We are pricing in cedis, not in dollars.
So we're not working with dollars.
No. It's very easy. For example, if you're speaking to somebody who's outside your jurisdiction, who's more used to euro or dollar or pound, to be able to just convert it by dividing it. But for us, we are pricing it in city. That's why I gave you the city.
Is that when you say us, you mean State Housing or all the other companies involved?
All of us.
Okay. Where are you getting the money from as State Housing? Because you already have your own projects that you are yet to finish, and yet you are jumping into this other big one. Where is the investment coming from?
It's like any other company. We're raising financing. We've had like I said, this is not something that we just woke up to do. We've done a lot of back and forth with our bankers, with our finance partners, with the AFD for the Alliance for the Fund Development Agencies, and other agencies that we've been able to raise the funding for. So it is not something that has not been thought through.
Will you go for a loan for this?
We are raising financing for it.
So you're going for a loan? Now,
if you can call it that way.
The other issue that comes up is whether this is a judicious use of our money. The investment that is being put in there, why not put that in the Saglemi housing projects? I don't know if Saglemi is under State Housing Company.
No, it's not, as a matter of fact. And indeed, just for your information, yes, Saglemi came up for discussion. Our ministry asked State Housing if we are interested in completing Saglemi. And my management and my board, we decided that we would not be taking part in the Saglemi project because by our assessment, it did not really make business sense for us to be able to invest in the Saglemi project. Now, I'll give you just an example. currently, 2-bedroom in Pokuase, we could be, delivering it for about 250,000. For us to go to Segleme, with the investment already put in to break even, we'll be looking at excess of 1 million to 1.5 million. And if I could sell 250,000 in Pokuase, why would I go to Segleme and sell 1.5 million? I don't think you would. If you are my customer, or you are my shareholder, you'll be very happy if I do that. So we had to, unfortunately, tell the government that we will not be taking part with the settlement just because it did not fit our business model and it didn't make business sense at that time. But with the Pokuase project, as I explained to you, it makes absolute sense. We believe that it fits the affordability bracket. A lot more people will be able to buy, and that is why we chose rather to invest in Pokuase and not in Segleme.
Now, another issue that comes up is when government housing schemes come up, lots of allegations, and some of them are even proven, that the housing units are sold even before they get off, and they are sold to cronies and members of the governing party. Any assurance that the sale is going to be for the general public as you claim it is going to be, and not for satisfying some party members?
No, being a member of a party or a member of A, B, or C is not part of our criteria when we are selling homes. Like I said, State Housing is a limited liability company. We have to be accountable to our shareholders. So currently, sales are open. So anybody at all who is interested in a home should please reach out to us. Because what happens then invariably is that a lot of people wait till it's too late to reach out to us. And most of our homes that State Housing built, we do sell it off plan. Because if you sell off plan, what happens is that it reduces your cost of financing of the home because you don't have to go to a bank, get a loan, pay interest, etc. So if we are marketing it heavily at the off plan level, and sometimes for most projects, the off plan sales alone takes care of the entire construction that we don't even have to put in the market for loans. So if you come at the point, the last point where you see the home there, and that is when you want to buy it, at that time, probably it will be too late. So that is why it's very timely. This interview, I'm urging anybody who is interested in these homes to please reach out to us now. Our lines are all open, our offices are open, and we were more than happy to put you in a home.
So if anyone wants to buy, they should come to your office directly.
Yes, you can call us. You can go on our website, www.statehousing.gov.ch. We have a live chat session there. We have our office in the Accra Central Circle. We also have a side office in Adenta. If you are outside the Greater Accra region, we have offices in Tamale, Kumasi, also Bogatanga, Kufuria. You can walk into any of our offices or give us a call, and we'll be able to serve you.
Finally, it sounds like a brilliant idea, except that I've heard this one too many times. I remember going to the police depot in Tesano where the STX housing deal project had a groundbreaking ceremony. That remains underground as it was the day it was cut. I recall 13 years ago, or 10 years actually ago, in 2013, there was a Hope City that was supposed to come up to lighten up Accra. It was the biggest building to be built on the continent of Africa. It still remains under shrubs in the land where the commissioning was done. Now we have Segleme housing project, grand, expensive, is housing lizards and rodents in Segleme on the Dowenya Road. What is a guarantee that this is also not going to be a fiasco like these three I've mentioned prior?
So I'm so happy that the examples that you are giving, none of it actually happened under the watch of this government or the MPP government.
The MPP government has failed to fix houses that have been built and left for it to simply ensure occupation. If it has been built for you and you can't utilize, what is the trust and promise or assurance that you can even build it?
Okay, so that's just the point of correction. If you look at the housing project that Sokoria Mampong is completed now. People are living in it. The one that started at Pong is also completed. The one that was started in Kufuria, works are going on there. In the last 6 years that we started projects in Adenta, is completed. We started one in Sahira also, is also completed. The Kofoku estate in Kumasi is also completed. So we have the track record of actually completing projects that we start. So this one is just one of the many projects that we started, and we will complete it. We have the track record, we have the pedigree, we have the skill, we have the manpower, and we have the drive to be able to push this to completion. So you can rest assured that this project is going to start and get completed, just like every other project that we have started.
Very well. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best. We'll come back to see what else you're doing.